Greetings everyone, Agion here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. This one was submitted to me, I believe it was by Fabo2407, who's playing as UKF. Spawning as his ally as the yellow USF, we have Reverend Bazaar, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Their opponents, we have the red Warashes, we have Warashes, not Warashes, Warashes. I think it's Warashes, who's going for an MG spam, and his ally as the Ujivturkey player, we have these names. Ujivturkey? Ujiv? Ujiv. We do have two riflemen for the USF player. We do got intersection into Vickers. We see two MG42s queued up. A second one being queued up. We may see a Pioneer or we may see outright full spam. I personally do occasionally go for two Pioneers and two MG42s. It is a decent opening. This map is a little bit too open to do that with, but it is a possibility. No Koopa wagon for the OKW player. And we have an entry section now, moving to the center of the map. We do have the Sturm Pioneers, and look at that spread with the Volksgrenadier. What the heck happened there? Do have a bit of bad engagement for the infantry section. Does get some free damage on the Sturm Pioneers, but I think they're in the point where they don't receive cover. And now we've got reinforcing infantry section here. These Sturm Pioneers has sustained huge amounts of damage. Just sitting here and fight is probably the best opportunity. You could try to go for a flank, but they're pretty wounded. I think the overall outcome would probably still be the same. We do got these reinforcing Volksgrenadier. Over here we do have to have the Vickers. The Vickers will be setting on up. We'll have access to a bunch of light cover. The Sturm Pioneers no longer there. The Vickers have very little fear of a... Oh, we do have a flank here. We do see a retarget. Do we? No, we do not see a retarget, so we'll be flanked. Over on the right side,
damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
We do got MG crawling, appears to be. The red player only still has the two MG42s. He's definitely saving up for a pair, or if not three, Panzer Grenadiers. Rifleman inside this building, but it is a bit of a bad building. Oh, no, there's windows there now. I could have sworn there was no windows on that side. Maybe there was no windows on this side. Oh, there's a window over there now. Was that changed? Rifleman will find nice... Well, nope, he was spotted and does reposition. And the Rifleman squad will most likely be forced on back. Over here, we do got the Pioneers capturing up the guys on the left side. Looks like the Vickers was forced back. It actually stayed longer than I would imagine because it was flanked. And the other intersection was, of course, pretty wounded. Fighting the Sturm Pioneers and then fighting the Volksgrenadier. Pioneers will force back these... Ooh. The intersection. And we do have a pair of Panzer Grenadiers now being built. We do got an SWS half-track. Looks he's going to go for our Battle Group HQ. I'm thinking he could go for our Mechanized HQ. Either a good possibility, but based on its positioning, I would assume Battle Group. It is actually mechanized.
Anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
Beginning with her has been built purely for countering the universal carrier. Infrastructure are starting to make their advance once again. Vickers' team is moving on forward to support. Right side. Oh, two MG42s. Yeah, that rear echelon squad will not be moving forward. He needs to retreat back sooner rather than later. In fact, getting a mortar team, he sees the two MGs. I'm sort of surprised we don't see a mortar. He's going for pack howitzers, that's why. Saving his resources for a much more quality unit. We got the Sturm Pioneers pushing forward. He needs to retarget. Yes, he does retarget to the Sturm Pioneers. He can engage the Volksgrenadiers, a relatively low threat squad. Is going to recharge against the Vickers. The Universal Carrier needs to retarget the Sturm Pioneers, but Sturm Pioneers do receive enough damage and force them back. We do have a Panzerfaust now being cast. I think that's enough to kill it. Yes, it is enough to kill it. Vickers will set on up, suppressing the Volksgrenadier. Intersection of both here, and will force back the Volksgrenadier we saw earlier. While he did lose the universal carrier, they do have pretty short lifespans. something's being dropped on, and it is Jägers.
Your forces have constructed a platoon
What are we
command
dropping over?
post.
Oh, I was guessing over here, but I see the shadows. There they are. Jägers on the flank of the Vickers gun. This is a great position for the Jägers. The Vicker gun is luckily not set on up. Instantly retreat back. That's the best retreat time he possibly could get. Because anything, if he would have attacked and forced it to set on up, it probably would have been wiped. On the side, we've got the captain engaging the Panzer Grenadiers. This rifleman squad is still in a great position. This pair rifleman squad are also in great position. We do still have this pretty defensive MG. I do like defensive MGs to cover the holes. It's just when we have to use it to cover another MG.
Combat infantry now have access to additional equipment
And looks like this Panzer Grenadier squad will capture the fuel point in the center. This point has been captured by the Axis players for quite some time, so it looks like relatively similar. It throws out a smoke grenade. That's a bit unusual. Could take his time to retarget that Jäger. There's plenty of heavy cover in the area. He could have stayed inside the building. Not sure why he got out of it. Is there? Oh yeah, he threw out smoke, which means he has frags. Those threw out one. I think that was a bundle grenade that hit this guy here. Does spot this MG42. Does suppress the guy that does. No, they both have grenades available. Both of them are now suppressed. This one's super wounded. He could get wiped right now. Jägers are still in the area. Flamers in the area. And the Jägers do wipe out that rifleman squad. This guy can still actually be wiped. He's pretty low health. He does not get wiped. Over here, we do got two Volks, the Sturm Pioneers. Intersection way outnumbered, but we do have the Vickers. He needs to make sure retard hits a unit that's not currently in heavy cover. Does hit the one squad that's not in heavy cover. We do got the AEC. We do have the Vicken Warper in full range. We do not have frags. But everything is suppressed, so this is a relatively safe engagement for the intersection and the Vickers. While there was a wounded action on the... oh, did that Volks just get... The Sturm Pioneers just get wiped? Yeah, the Sturm Pioneers just got wiped. He does go ahead and retarget the Jägers, suppressing the Jägers. Volksgrenadier are fully pinned. Does have grenades research. Does wipe out the Vickenwerfer, and he has an intersection right here to quickly grab it. But then now there's another squad of Jägers on the flank. He's, yeah, I would say jump over the wall and capture the Vickenwerfer and retreat it back. Does go ahead and recapture it. Does fall back. There's no Pounce House on the Jägers anymore, so the AEC can just sit here and fight. But he does lose the Vickers, but that can be recruited. Ooh, this is risky here. I would say fall back with that two-man squad. You can't fight with a two-man squad. Ooh, Flamer here, which is a great item to... Ooh, wrecked M15. It was probably from the pack 40. I don't think there could have been a mine there, but I can't really say for sure. There's a flame. There's also G43s on one of the Panzer Grenadiers. He also looks like that lost the reactional squad entirely, so quite a bit of losses over by the USF player. But those looks like there's been in general a lot of losses so far in this game. Third squad of Panzer Grenadiers coming out on the field. We do have Lightning War being designated as the doctrine. We do have the Reverend squad being equipped with bazookas. He could have actually called in a Ranger squad and get triple bazooka squads. Triple bazooka squads, they are very good. Don't underestimate them. We do have multiple bars coming on out. Very nice. The bazookas are just got enough munitions for another bazooka, so that bazooka squad is purely there just in case. There is no threat of any sort of vehicle from the Axis players at the moment, so he's also getting an AT gun. But with our, it will come in handy later, but with our Caster 2020 hindsight, really not needed. But more than understandable if we're actually using it. Ooh, a very wounded intersection squad there, and I do hear the 5-man squad. He needs to get a medic squad over to heal that unit. Infantry 42 inside this building. We could see a frag, but he's out of munitions. Bundle grenade is being thrown. That is going to be a deadly one. It was pretty good. Bazooka squad needs to fall him back. There's no way he can push forward a bazooka squad. Over here, we got Volksjägers and Volksgrenadier pushing their way forward. AC does get a good hit there.
The enemy cut our supply line.
And that, ooh, that guy could still get wiped, but no. We do got Friends on the row engineers. Unusual. Potentially could be pretty good. I have always had cooking them. It seems like good, but doesn't really pan out, honestly. If it gets heavy engineers, that's when they actually start doing some good damage, having a third LMG. Oh, Thunder Grenade was thrown, but the Panzer Grenadiers force them back. This squad could stay around. A little bit dangerous, but could stay around. That captured Vickers is going to be very... Not captured Vickers, but captured Vikenwer is going to be quite handy because I just realized there's still no rebuild Vikenwer for the OKW player. And having him just not take the time to invest in an M1AT gun, I mean 6-pounder, same gun, is a bit of a nice boon. Frag grenade is thrown. This building is not good versus frags and gets completely wiped. The reason why that building's not good against frags is because we saw here, Alliance Sight Blocker gets a grenade range and throws. We do got the FG42 upgrades on these Volksjägers, but they're on heavy cover, so it'll be hard to displace them with the MG. Intersection is trying to make their advance. Vickers is set up in a good position in order to hit any sort of flanking squad, and these Volksgrenadiers eyeing for a flank, and ooh, that intersection just got ripped apart. No retarget, but immediate retreat, which will probably save it. We got another intersection here, could potentially throw a frag. He is seeing a frag that absolutely poor frag placement. He was chasing down the Vickers and not going for cover. We do have one Bren on this Royal Engineer. And we do have a single Panzerschreck, which is not going to be all too effective. G43s and Panzer Grenadiers will be quite effective. And he does go ahead and flank the MG42, and that may be a wiped MG42. He is starting to retreat now. There's another squad of Panzer Grenadiers with G43s. We do have the relief infantry now available, and it looks like the MG42 will go ahead and retreat back in time, and we do have a rifleman retreating on back. Multiple squads of G43s just will force them away. Looks like we had the on me was using that meantime. I think it was actually using that rifleman squad going past the smoke and whatnot. Ooh, something just got wiped. The Pioneer squad just got wiped for the Austere player, but I'm not exactly sure where. I wasn't really paying attention. That's Panzer Grenadier. Maybe it was sent over the left. Oh, Flaming Corpse. I believe that was a Flamer being ignited. AAC engaging the building. Pack Halter running on in, getting some good hits. Suffering quite a bit of manpower bleed. Oh, and there's just now being ambulance. No wonder there's quite a bit of manpower bleed. Just not getting healing. We do got Sturmpanzer Brummbart for the Austere player, which makes sense why he would go for Battle Phase 3s and the Heavy Panzer Corps, because then it could also get him the Tiger Tank. And the Brummbart plus Tiger Tank is a pretty good combination. Pack 40 does roll a miss there, and the MG42 will go ahead and re-garrison that building. The other one, the one that wasn't wiped. Quite a bit of a blob here. I see a mortar emplacement here. It's a little bit far back, but I think the auto attacks will... Oh, wait. The auto attacks will only reach to here. The barrages can reach the entire point, but if you were to place a little bit farther forward, you can have the auto attacks help protect the VP. And that is a lot of automatic fire. We got Bren and Vickers here. The Vickers does suppress a good number of squads. I'm surprised he went for an Oberstdotsen squad. He has 2 squads of Volksjägers. He doesn't need the Oberstdotsen. He is going for a Panther. He probably could have gone for a Lig. A Lig will be very important, I would say. in order to gauge the mortar pitch, which I don't think has made itself known. Yes, it has made itself known. Ooh, that was a good bar shot. And the rear echelon squad completely wiped. He does pick up the bazooka with that rifle squad. Not ideal equipment, but still better to capture and prevent your enemies from getting it. Ooh, that's getting some good hits there, but the M118 is also getting some good hits. This Panzer Grenadier squad, this rifleman squad needs. Ow! Great and pack howitzer shot, but that bar ripping apart, getting a good, causing a wipe on the rear echelon and getting a wipe on a rifleman squad. The Vickers was decrewed. But he still can recruit with probably the rear echelon squad, not rear echelon, Royal Engineers. AEC very much outmatched versus the Panther, but he does have still the six pounder and a Vickenwerfer, so it's not a huge loss, but we do have a huge problem, and that's a mine. He needs to hit up. Where's the Vickenwerfer? Vickenwerfer way out of position. We see where the Royal Engineers have been doing. We saw this mine. We saw the other mine. Smoke being dropped on in by the reconnaissance smoke pass. Vickenwerfer could actually attack to move forward to this direction for a cutoff pattern, but he is going to push forward in a safer direction. The EC.
Orders coming in.
The AEC, yeah, I was thinking, how balls do you want to be with your AEC? Does get a pen there. The AEC will need at least smokes forward. It's very, very risky. Does get main gun destroyed, but the sheer Panzer quarters, oh, he could have got it, but no, he can no longer get it. It's very hard to judge of whether or not the Flak HQ would fire another shot or not, because one more shot and the AEC was dead, but another shot was not coming. Plus, he has to gamble the frontal armor of the Panther 5 times the next shot. It's probably best he didn't risk the AEC, but I would so totally understand the gamble. And looks like the OKW player also lost a Function Jäger and Sturm Pioneer in that engagement as well. So overall, some big losses by the OKW player. Pack howitzer getting a very good splash hit there. Another pack howitzer shot raining on in. This, he has to be very careful with pack howitzer. That could have been easily a wipe, especially at this angle. Captain squad is going before sun back. This rifleman squad is a little bit outgunned as well. There's just 2 Panzer Grenadiers, but the pack howitzer could barrage this general area. That was a great hit there. That Panzer Grenadier needs to fall back. And there's the wipe. Ooh. When he saw that low health, you know the pack howitzer is still barrage in the air, and I think that's a full barrage, so it's much more accurate than the auto attacks. That was great barrage. Another mine here, so we do got a lot of mines here. And he has went for a Royal Artillery Regiment, in which large munitions expenditures in that doctrine is a little bit go not hand in hand. So you may want to save up some munitions or gain access to use of that doctrine. I don't see a Sexton being all too great at this point. So it probably is primarily for the perimeter overwatch, so he needs to make sure watch his munitions consumption, that's for sure. Great hit there. In fact, he can put a hand on his ally's shoulder, and the Calliopes will be much more effective indirect fire than the Sexton. I would say the best item the UPF players probably should get is probably the Firefly. Get some good mobile heavy AT, because he's doing great versus infantry, that's for sure. Looks like we gotta run forward with for a snare, but now he's going to retarget with incendiary grenade. Royal Engineers firing away. I still only see the 1 Bren gun. I wonder if that Bren gun was actually a mistake. We do got an AT grenade on the Brumbar. And we do got the tungsten rounds. He does have Veteran C1. He could utilize the take aim. Was that a mine detonation? It may have been a mine there. But we do got some friendly smoke coming on in. Saving the Brumbar, potentially. Probably would have not have gone down.
New unit ready and on the field.
Half howitzer shot. This is going to be a dead one. It's a close range hit, but he does actually move forward and not back. The Panzer Grenadiers need to fall back sooner rather than later because they're way outgunned. The Major is at Veteran C1, so it does have access to improved barrage and improved recon run. This Panzer Grenadier still potentially could go down, but it's unlikely, I would say. Brumbar is in the area. And does have access to Bunker Buster. And that was a great hit with Brumbar. On the left side, we got the Panther and the Royal Engineers engaging. Multiple mortar hits, forcing back the Storm Pioneers. And is the mortar pit in... Oh, it looks like the auto attack range is in range of this VP. And there goes a Volks Grenadier squad. The Magenta Okidoki players really lost a lot of infantry units, that's for sure. Oh, on the right side, we do got some Thompson Rangers and a Jackson on the build queue. Tiger Tank is out. Jackson is very necessary against, and I say the Jackson would be great versus the Brumbar, but now with the Tiger Tank, it's a must. The tungsten rounds are being utilized. Can use take aim. This Tiger Tank is being prone to being wiped. We do got the, oh no, he's falling back. Smoke is coming on in. And the suppression will come through and prevent any sort of engine snare. And I was going to say that Tiger Tank was actually being vulnerable or actually going down at that point because of take aim and the high rate of fire of the M1AT gun and the saber rounds being utilized. You'll be surprised how effective that the USF AT gun can be. It can be really deadly. We do got a pen there, but it looks like he ran. Oh, got out of range of the target shred. Does not get the flank off in time. And the Tiger Tank will get a hit there. Does draw a frag. Didn't really accomplish all too much, but probably will force it back. Vickers set up in a very defensive position, just trying to keep that VP secured. And he's doing a great job keeping the central VP secured. US players applying enough pressure to the austere players, so this VP is still potentially contested. Photo grenade is thrown. We do see a retreat. And the Pack Howitzer shot does roll a big miss. We do got actually some super close air support coming in, trying to ward away the Jackson. Minus flashes there. The amulets could be straight if it gets spotted. And I just realized there's 2 loiters available for the Axis players, which means losing that AA half track is actually a bit important. Panther pushing on forward. The Jackson is not in huge danger going down. Still can take 3 hits and not going down. And we've got the immobilization crit, but the airstrikes are coming on in and roll some big misses because the AC is a bit of a small target, not as easy to hit with those loiters. Jackson does roll a big hit there. Next, a loiter strafe does go after the AC, but the building took most of those hits. Multiple good Jackson hits. We do have a Pack Boy and a Tiger Tank here. The Jackson will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Does receive a pen there, but he sends a fountain on his return. And here comes the next load. Now the Jackson is in danger. 1 more hit and it is down. But we got the Kenworth for an AT gun and the AC coming in. So the AC may in fact go down, but no, the AC will barely manage to live. We got another slow immobilization, a slow ability from the AEC. So the AEC is doing some great work, that's for sure. Smoke is coming on in, but it's likely this stuff will not go down. Comet Tank on the build queue. I prefer the Firefly over the Comet Tank myself, but the Comet Tank is on the build queue. I just really find the Firefly a bit more reliable, but the Comet Tank can still be very good, especially for the mobility part. That's what the Comet has over the Firefly. Haven't made any usage of these abilities just yet. Oh, Ranger needs to fall back, and he actually had a bazooka on him as well. That guy also has a bazooka as well. He can't pick it up. Saber rounds coming on in, or Sabot. What's the difference between Sable and Sabot? And it is tungsten. Oh, the section of the map. Ooh, drop the friend there. And the Assassin would like to pick up the friend, that's for sure. This intersection needs to fall back. We do have some Vickers here. It is. He actually has 2 Vickers. Where's the MG34? No, they're both Vickers. We do got Valiant Assault being activated, so that's why he has such good damage capability. We do got a flank here, and the Vickers gun will fall back. Jackson's moving forward. Brumbar almost down, but he lost vision of it. And repairing in middle combat, successful, but ill-advised. We do got a Calliope out on the field. Calliope, of course, being always excellent versus infantry. Panther and Comet has not engaging. Do potentially got the tread shot. He just has enough munitions now. Comet does get another good pen. Oh, on the right side, we do got the Jackson getting hit. Pack Hauser has been decrewed. Columns and Rangers moving forward. Bundle grenade. Close range barrage. There goes the Panzer Grenadier squad. And that is a forward retreat point there. Comet Tank and AEC coming in for a flank. Hits the Panzerwerfer. And huge miss. That was a barrage on the Calliope, not on the retreat point. That was an excellent attack. Out of the blue, and we got a King Tiger. As I was saying, an out of blue poke there, getting the Panzerwerfer. That was a great poke. BP is now decaptured, but the Tiger Tank is not being smoked on out. He needs to retreat back to Captain. It's unlikely he's able to secure the BP, that point. Oh no, he is getting smoked out. That was a force fire at the ground. Smoke barrage, off-map smoke barrage coming on in. The cover-to-cover ability. And we do see the reconnaissance smoke coming in the center of the map as well. Panther and King Tiger, that is a lot of vehicles. Firefly is probably good for the snares. The AC is just a little bit outclassed at this point. Going straight for the mine. Misses the mine. That mine is actually going to be very important in the very near future.
The enemy are attacking one of our forward positions.
Forward headquarters being set on up. Little bit unusual spot. He will get hit onto it. He will complete, but it's unlikely. It was the last point anything along, but it's not being targeted. AT gun firing some shots. AEC firing some shots. Comet Tank is pretty much out of combat right now. And something got exploded up here. We got the Jackson going down. Calliope can receive some significant amount of fire. Tiger Tank pushing forward. The water is in the air. And we need to see some AA. We got a good frag there. Brumbar rolls a bit of a miss on the rifle squad. Calliope barrage coming on in. And looks like another Panzer Grenadier got wiped. The AEC did in fact go down all that engagement. We got the King Tiger still alive, Panther still alive. No Storm Pioneers for repairs, just going to have to rely on the mechanized HQ for repairs.
Under fire. Stand ready.
Tiger Tank is snared but far away from death. 2 more Panzer Grenadiers on the build queue. He has 2 Pioneer squads, so that is a good number of repairs. He also has a bit of fuel. He took out the Jackson. He could go for another Broom Bar.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Captain eyeing the capture of the central VP. Can't really contest with this area at the moment. Just way too much here. Needs to have to set up some sort of basic defensive line to prevent any sort of flanking. And could start focusing on the middle VP. The Magenta OPW player is not in a great position. The MG in this area is no longer here. I would like to see that replaced. This is not a forward reinforcement, forward medics, because he needs something to heal up these support weapons. Rifleman squad could potentially go down the next shot, but it was hitting the major. Calliope super wounded. Royal Engineers could hit it with a wrench. Over here, very congested, very vulnerable to a Calliope barrage, but getting a second one is not a good idea. He needs to ensure he gets some Jacksons. Mortars running on in, gets a model kill, preventing the capture. Smoke is thrown, but that smoke is sort of pointless, honestly. Pack Howitzer is rotating the center of the map, which is probably a good idea. Putting it right around here is a very defensive position, while able to cover the VP and Bo's barrage over here. Frag grenade or bundle grenade has been thrown. Does do a forward retreat. Tiger tank coming on the flank. There is a mine here, which is very important. If we got a snare, Tiger tank almost down. And there goes the Tiger tank. That snare being very important. Another Panzerwerfer is out on the field. He is a little bit far away in fuel-wise and getting another Tiger tank, but there's already a King Tiger and Panther already on the field. So they have a lot of heavy armor. Great Panzerwerfer barrage location. And Stukas of Foos barrage being pretty good as well. Common tank moving on forward. You got the mortar coming in, but the anti-vehicle mortars will come a bit later. The common tank, however, will be a bit outclassed by fighting both of those things and will do a safe retreat. Calliope in a really bad position. It's going to go down to the loiter. Panther lining up shot, rolls a miss. Here comes the loitering aircraft. It's going to be hitting the Calliope. The Calliope needs to keep on running. Oh, some deadly hits there, but nothing being destroyed. Common tank is in the area, but can't really approach the Broom Bar as long as that loiter is in the area. Does roll a bounce there. Bundle grenade is thrown. That looks like won't get a kill. Frag grenade's thrown, but that was a pretty big miss as well.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Mortar barrage coming on in. Right on the map, just hard and nothing advancing. Honestly, we do need to see a Centaur or a M15. They need anti-aircraft. There's two loiters who can be brought on in. There has to be anti-aircraft. There is enough population room. Not really. I was going to say for our Bofors, but he needs to reinforce some squads, so nope. So we will need to see an M15, I would say. He can't get a Centaur nor a Bofors.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Packhouse are getting good hit there. Those barrages went missed.
A forward position is being attacked.
And constantly reinforcing that Vickers gun. You're going to lose a lot of manpower, but you're safe from going down. And it will actually not get wiped. Panzer Grenadiers being left out to dry. Soups of Foos barrage coming in.
Anti-tank guns is gone.
And looks like he may have hit a AT gun. Panzerwerfer barrage coming on in, rolls a big miss. Brombar raining on in. No mines in the area. King Tiger pushing the center of the map. Nothing. That could be a deadly hit. That's looking like it was a good hit. He out bounces. Ooh, another good hit there. Tiger Tank and Panther of Vet 2. We do have the Firefly going on down.
The enemy have destroyed
Colin Tank way out of position. Brombar gets a good penetrating hit, as well as hitting the intersection. Jackson in the area will force back the Brombar. This VP is still secured. This viewpoint is not giving fuel for the allies. And here comes the Panzerwerfer Live barrage. Eyeing for those Ozats, not getting any good hits. Or splash around a bit in the beginning. Set up nicely, but if one goes down, the other one's going to go down as well. Does wipe out that Pack 40, and there's a good flanking opportunity to take out all of that stuff. We do got the cover-to-cover being activated. MG42 set on up, but it's going to be facing the wrong direction. Grenade is thrown. Auto grenade is thrown, but rolls a big miss, and we do got a complete sweep out of the general area. Frag grenade thrown by the wipes out the last Panzer Grenadier. That was a great flanking opportunity, which will give release pressure off the central of the map. There's still the Tiger Tank, King Tiger, all the Axis armor is here, but Axis armor is not very good. It's in the wrong spot. The Brombar is responding, and ooh, a Tellermine was laid. Goes down to the AT gun that was not cleaned up. Oh, that was a big oversight. Pack 40 was secured. This could be a dead Brombar, but rolls a bounce. Bazooka shot and AT rifle grenade do connect, but no, not enough to kill it off. King Tiger's moving his way to the center of the map. The bride was actually rescued by the old Savatson. Panzerwerfer barrage. Oh, up here. The long-range Panzerwerfer barrage is a single unit. It's really unlikely you're going to get a good hit. Plus, how bunched up they are, you have to get a direct hit. Live barrage coming in. Does soften the log units here. This section is very wounded. Search VP was secured. We do got some another loiter coming in. Please tell me it's anti-aircraft of some sort. No anti-aircraft. Ugh. I know I've been harping on it, but it is very important. The USF player, I know he's saving up for another Jackson. A Jackson would probably take priority over an anti-aircraft anyways.
We're losing a capture point.
It is, its auto attack range is only 80, so it's no different than any other mortar, other than just having double the rate of fire. Alike and Pack Howitzer can pretty much do the same thing. If you put it into auto attack range. Or at least have two of them. I'm thinking Stuka is coming over here.
An emplacement is being attacked.
The only thing I would say the mortar pit really needs to be changed is as well as probably the Bofors and the 70-pounder, is Brace. In
Enemy
fact,
causing trouble.
moving
Trying
to
to
advanced
take one of our
placement
points.
instead of just having it and making it doctrinal items probably be pretty fitting. I think that was a practical stroke by the Photon Jaegers. They are now falling them back. We do got Valiant Assault being... No, that's not Valiant Assault. Commentate comes in for a flank, but the Panthers here to support. It's unlikely. Calliope Barrage is raining on in, wounding the Tiger tank, the King Tiger, and the King Tiger receiving the indirect hits. Indirect fire from the concentrated barrage. Main gun is destroyed. Rolls a bounce there. I would say go forward, but with this 2020 Castle vision, you can see the artillery there. This could be a dead infantry section. Oh, guess not. Still not.
Enemy got one of our squads.
McKenna Whiffer is pushing on forward. No, was resecured. Bombard, Tiger Tank still pushing forward. M1AT gun way out of position. We do have the PX here. Does roll a bounce, but they're trying to get a snare on the Bombard. Common Tank pretty wounded. We need to see that Jackson see a firefly in the build queue. Another loiter coming in. This is going to be a deadly loiter because it's very far into the base. Brace is being activated, which will stall out the loiter. I'm saying stall out the loiter means you guys have to worry stall out the units, these units using the loiter's cover. Suffus Barrage, I have no idea where. Completeness. The mortar pit will go down.
Sherman ready to go. Here it comes.
Jackson back at home being repaired. Ambulance could just perhaps park back at home.
Combat unit ready for action.
Brings another Ranger squad. Will he go for triple bazooka? I honestly believe triple bazooka at this point will be a good anti-vehicle. Vickers forced on back. And we are going to see triple bazooka.
Stand by. Orders.
Why are these things not together? There you go. Now they're together. Common Tank is doing some good work versus the Panther. Firefly is out, which is very good. He has enough room, population room for a Bofors or Centaur. I've been harping on this, but they do need anti-aircraft. Ooh! Nasty. Common Tank is at Vector C3, so it has pretty good handling. Firefly is in the area, does roll, bounces on the King Tiger. Ooh, and the Common Tank needs to fall back relatively soon. Potion Digger's coming in for a flank. No infantry for engage. We do got another loiter coming on in, but it is the Okinawa loiter, which does infantry first over the actual anti-vehicle loiter. Over here, we got Broombar and Tiger Tank forcing back. Oh, that was a good force fire on the ground. Does decap with the VP. That's all he's eyeing for right now. Multiple bazooka hits. AT gun is set on up. Does get a snare. He's going to be running through a gauntlet. The Brombar needs to hit that AT gun, which he is. The Jackson can just go ahead and kite. He has access now to heat evap rounds, but he's out of munitions.
We lost a gun.
Bazooka round. No, there goes the Tiger Tank too. Not the bazooka, but the Jackson. Could potentially see another snare, but not risking the rifleman. Brombar is not snared, so. Oh. Ranger squad needs to fall back. Another good hit there. The water's still in the area. Good frag will force back both the Bolshevik Oh, it ran into a telemine, and there it goes down to a Pack 40.
We just lost a medium tank.
Great telemines, that's for sure. There is a drop Ren. The captain will go ahead and secure up the central VP. Brumbar, and no, way too low health to risk it.
Back to full strength.
Where do you want us?
Firefly and Comet still alive. The King Tiger is now Veteran C3, and so is the Panther. MG34 in the central part of the map. Vickers resetting up on this far VP. MG42 is still alive. Could push a bit farther forward to cover the VP a bit better. And we do got, I think that's a Major already.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Looks like Major Artillery.
We are losing a sector.
Vickers is suppressing the Obersassen, but do get in heavy cover. Does throw a frangible smoke grenade, so the Obersassen will skip the VP and will probably recover from the suppression. There are tulips there, and we do got a Sexton on the field, eyeing for some indirect fire and engage the VPs in hardened positions, such as the MG34. Frag grenade will force back the MG42. Bazooka squad is unable to get the kill on the MG42. Photo grenade is thrown. Gets a minor hit splash on the bazooka man. We do got a artillery marker being thrown, and now here comes the Sexton barrage. Sexton does get a good hit on the Tiger tank. If the Sexton gets some veterancy, the Sexton does better, but an unvetted Sexton doesn't do as well, but a vetted Sexton does decently well. Firefly and Comet Tank are here.
Determined, and we are down to 300 points.
Calliope barrage coming on in does roll some misses. Firefly will find a good hit there on the Panther. And Stoops of Boost barrage coming on in. The active OKW's heavy armor is forced on the back. Photo grenade is thrown. That could still be a wipeout. It is a wipe. AT gun has been wiped. He could go ahead and force. Yes, he's going to force fire it, and that is now completely destroyed. AT gun. Pack Howitzer does get a nice wounding action there. And my phone keeps on ding ding. Oh, frag grenade and the Vet 3 frag got thrown as well. Rangers are moving their way forward. Bazooka Rangers are in a good position. Jackson is in a great position, but rolls a bounce. There's only 2 bazookas on the squad. Did he drop one or just never put the 3rd one? Tiger Tank has been spotted. Jackson needs to keep its distance. We may see a snare. You got penned there. Snare will come through, but we do got 2 hits on the Jackson. Can only sustain 2 more until it's dead. Does roll a miss there, and now here comes the Voider. And it hit the Jackson, and there goes the Jackson.
A medium tank was just lost.
Ooh, good hit there with Pack Howitzer. That may be a dead construct here. The Calliope is firing, but it's in the radius of the Voider, so it will receive a Voider hits. Panzerwerfer barrage does take out the Pack Howitzer.
We have lost an MG team.
pathing. Oh, did something big go down?
Standing by.
Oh, the King Tiger went down. I missed it. Oh, where did it go down? Is that it there? I think that's it. It must. The Panther and King Tiger must have got cut off on each other. That's the only thing I think on top of my head of what could be cause a complaint about the pathing. Pack Howitzer will be destroyed. The captain has been rebuilt. I'm so surprised he went for a captain, not just another ranger. Maybe it's for the on me.
Keep up the pressure. They're down to
Even
100
rangers with just
points.
their rifles do a bit better at long range than the captain and riflemen. I think I've seen quite a bit of damage there. I think that was no, that was not smoke around the common tank, but that is a concentrated fire barrage, and that was a deadly hit. Vicker's gun gets outright wiped out. Sherman Firefly, 2 wounded is dive on in. And here comes some more artillery running on in. We do got the water coming in, but it's the anti-infantry effect could suppress and pin the squad. I know it rolls it gets a miss. Ranger squad here does have 1 bazooka, I believe. Photo grenade is thrown. Does not get a good hit. The bazooka will pin. Ugh, that could have been worse. Okay, we've got the Panthers moving on forward. 1 Panther super wounded. The Firefly super wounded does get a hit there, but not enough to get the kill. But the Piats. There goes the Panther tank. Panther from Firefly, very good. They finally got a Centaur out. The combat tank way back home needs repairs. There goes another Panzer Grenadier squad. A lot of squad wipes, that's for sure. Let's do a quick recap of what's left. 2 Panzer Grenadiers, we know those are not originals. 1 Fulton Jaeger. This could be original. It's a bit finicky whether it shows the icon or not. And the old Soldaten, same old Soldaten, I believe. That is affected by Panther. Over here, we saw at least at a point there was additional Royal Engineer which got wiped. We know there's a Vickers gun that got wiped. Sexton getting some good hits there on this MG34, unable to hold a candle to anything that approaches it to it now.
Centaur anti-aircraft tank ready.
As Centaur finally being built, we do have another Jackson, very understandable. Major here, probably calling this Major already, could still get wiped. We got the Bazooka Ranger here. Still only equipped with 2 bazookas. Ooh, good hit there. And now he's going running into a bit of his own Major already, but doesn't have huge friendly fire damage. Hansworth Barrage rolls a huge miss there, does pin the Rifleman squad. Jackson very far forward. We got Bundle Grenade there. That Bundle Grenade can be very effective. Was very effective. Bazooka's a Fuse here. Wipes out the Bazooka Ranger.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
They still dropped Bren here. Will we see a frag grenade? That seems like a good time for a frag. Over the right side, Jackson engaging the Tiger tank. Or the Tiger tank engaging Jackson, really. There's main gun destroyed, but that side not to pursue any further. Ooh. Does get a pen there, and the combat tank does receive a bounce. Royal engineers moving forward. One of them, this guy I believe, does have a minesweeper. I thought I saw a minesweeper on it. Guess not. Oh, there is a minesweeper. There it is. Central VP will probably be decaptured. Can't say being fully captured. Jackson moving to the center of the map. Comet take us here. Firefly being rebuilt.
The Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody
Ooh,
nose.
good hits there, but he's not going to be hitting the Stukas of Foos. Oh, that's a wiped out rear echelon. We may see a snare, we will see a snare on the King Tiger. Definitely hit there by the Sexton, and the Sexton has good damage to the infantry. The OKW player is just down to a single Volksgrenadier. That is not a whole lot of infantry. Centaur could potentially get soak a hit for the Comet tank. No AT rifle grenade. Jackson does get a nice hit there on the Panther. Tiger tank on the flank. But we'll run into a single bazooka being wielded by the Major himself. But Firefly, Jackson, this could be a dead Tiger tank. Another bazooka hits on the rear. And that is a dead Tiger tank. It's being way too overextended. We do have a loader coming in, but the Centaur is in the area, but in the loader radius himself. That can be a bit problematic. Volksjägers, looks like a fresh squad of Volksjägers dropped behind the Vickers, does force it away. There's also a dropped MG34 there. Firefly almost dead. Calliope barrage grading on in. There goes one of the Panzer Grenadiers. The other squad could potentially go down. Panzer barrage wipes out the Ranger Thompson squad. And we may see some concentrated fire barrage taking out these Panzer Grenadiers. Pretty close there, but unsuccessful. And there goes the infantry section. Multiple good hits on the Brumbar. Axis players down to the last 24 tickets. Panther almost dead. Jackson not going on in. Sexton barrage could do some good work. Sexton at vet 1. Jackson does roll. Oh! Those Jacksons have not lasted very long so far this game. Oh, that's not a whole lot either. Oh. In that calamity of a battle, a lot of sides just lost a lot of stuff. Two Rangers are out on the field. They do have decent range combat effectiveness. We could see Thompson's on them. He's using the cover smoke. Does pick up a Bren, in which he can still pick up some bars, I guess. Or he can actually still get his Thompson. Good hit there. Forces him back. Stukas of Boost barrage coming on in. We do got concentrated fire barrage coming on in as well.
Pioneer Cooper is ready for action. Centaur attack ready.
Check equipment. Select us to repetition. Befehle.
This game will continue. UKF player still is probably in the best position of all the players. His teammate's not in a great position. How many bazookas? Just the one. That said, the Centaur could get a wipe. It does get a wipe.
Armor ready. Comet ready to move out.
Brumbar does get a nice hit there. And now here we go, the Firefly is wounded. There are 3 pack poisons in this map, so vehicle aggression may not be possible. We're going to need to see some good Calliope and Sex approaches. He has got one pack 40 was decrewed. Those guys with the Super VP, this guy needs to run back home. 2 common tanks here engaging the Panther. And we got the Rangers here. Oh! Deadly hit on the King Tiger. That Panther could easily go down. This Comet, however, has his main gun destroyed now. Needs to prioritize fire, needs to make sure it doesn't hit the King Tiger. Fires, rolls a bounce. And there goes the Comet tank. We could potentially see a snare. We do got a Warder coming on in.
Has been put out of action.
The other Comet tank is still alive. One of the Royal Engineers do in fact go down, hurt G43s, and there goes the other Royal Engineers.
I fear we are losing, with 10 points remaining.
Rear echelons repairing up the Comet tank.
Button her up. Big push coming.
The Warder coming on in. Is it 2 Warders? No, it's just the other one still being continued. The infantry trace will probably not get the Centaur. We do got the combat blitz being activated. The Firefly needs to fall back as well. We'll probably see one set of straights on the Firefly. Other than that, that's probably it. Another squad of Vulture Jaegers being dropped on in. I think it's coming in from behind. Yes, it is.
RE Sappers reporting in. A capture point is being overrun. We have 200 points now.
Calliope can get some good barrages. We have the
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Calliope eyeing for a close range barrage against any Panzer Grenadiers. There is a drop bazooka here can make use of. Nice splits. Great hit there by the Brumbar. Did do a nice relay. Gets another good hit. Does not pick up the bazooka, but loses that squad as well. Calliope barrage. Another squad of Rangers coming on in. Pack 40 does make a hit at its mark. Second Pack 40 is setting it up, but will be out of radius.
Panther, ready to move.
Ooh, King Tiger got severely wounded again.
Comet tank, ready and waiting.
Oh, this could be deadly to the Royal Engineers. And he just rebuilt them. Takes force on back. Bet 5 Panthers still alive. Panzerwerfer barrage. Over here. Largely unsuccessful. Centaur hitting the wrong neighborhood. Stealth Vulture Jaegers.
Comet crew, awaiting your orders.
Yeah, we're going to need to see a lot of repairs. Ooh, I just realized the VPs are down to 6 for the Axis players. The Allied players should probably just take a moment and breathe and get stuff repaired. Calliope barrage coming in, one good rocket there. And the Brumbar is raiding on in still. You have 2 bazookas there and a can of bread. Jackson does find a good hit there. Pack 40 is set on up. He does spot it, but it takes rear echelon quite some time to deal with it. Ranger squad severely wounded. Rear echelon are trying to get inside the point. There goes the Rangers again.
German fighter plane!
And here comes another loiter. They can't secure that. Oh, and the loiter takes out the rear echelon.
They got wiped out. There they are! Taking fire on the flank!
Over here we do have the Firefly.
Where do you want us?
Yep. The Allied players just need time to repair everything. Regroup and push for 2 points. They only need to hold 2 points for a short amount of time. They do have some time to reorganize. Three pack 40s. That's a shooting. That can cause a shooting gallery versus any sort of allied team that advances. Firefly does get a hit, far from munitions. Perhaps it probably would have been best not to upgrade to save on munitions for other abilities. Multiple hits on the Firefly. Firefly still needs to fall back. Both these guys need to fall back. They're one shot away from death from the... Yeah. That was thrown away.
A Centaur Akak tank has been destroyed.
He's trying to capture that BP. Contact not full repaired, but repaired enough. Jackson. There we go. The Firefly does manage to get a hit there. Does it pursue the Firefly or engage Jackson? And there goes the Vet 5 Panther. That is an important loss. He overextended that. There goes the Vickers. Does capture the BP, but that's likely dead. Maybe not dead. Comet Tank gets on the rear armor. This King Tiger is going to go down. Rolls a bounce there. There's 2 frag grenades thrown out there. Ocean Diggers, and there goes the King Tiger. Calliope Barrage coming on in. Royal Engineers rushing on in. And 2 Royal Engineers versus Sturmpioneer. The Royal Engineers should win, plus he has to put away that Minesweeper. Another Panther has rolled on forward and does go down immediately. Sukasuvus Barrage gets some good hits on the Royal Engineers, but not enough. Does take out that Royal Engineer. Panzerwerfer Barrage coming in. He needs to fall back to the other one. Frag grenades are thrown on out by the Comet Tank. Firefly is in the loiter radius, and the Brumbar could potentially take it out, but Jackson does go down. Firefly needs back on up, and they need to destroy that Brumbar as well. Tiger Tank went. There's no Tiger Tank, no King Tiger, no Panthers. They have a lot of fuel, they need manpower, but they don't have time. As right now, they just, at this point, both sides just need a dogpile on those BPs. Intersection coming in forward to dogpile. Ranger Squad, in fact, the Ranger Squad should go to the central BP. It's unlikely he's going to secure this BP, and he knows it's going to be an MG42. Now it's time to throw frag grenades when you have munitions. It's all or nothing in these last moments. Central BP is being decaptured. Northern BP is being captured. Tiger Tank has been built. Calliope Barrage coming on in, eyeing for the MG42. And that's it. I think it was Fabio who sent me in this replay, and I think he sent me a replay where he lost. That deserves respect in its own, but overall, very good game by both sides. Sorry, it was a little bit off for a lot of things, such as me missing the Tiger Tank and King Tiger goes down, and all that. And this is Agion saying thanks for watching and signing off.